the next stop on our Montana road trip is right here in Missoula, Montana. USA Today actually named this one of the healthiest cities in the entire USA. That is so cool. But today, this place is on steroids. One of the biggest marathons, their annual one, is happening. There are people all over the streets. There's runners everywhere. So we're gonna film, we're gonna have some fun, and maybe see some running. We're not running though.
Thank you, Destination Missoula, for partnering with us in the making of this video. And remember, while traveling to Missoula, always recreate responsibly and treat the land with respect.
Our first stop of the day is Caras Park. I'm not sure which one it is or how to say it, but this place is a huge green space. There's an awesome wave area in the river, we'll show you in a minute, a carousel, and the farmer's market. Right now on Saturday mornings from, I think it's June to October, I'm not sure on that one, there is a farmer's market on Saturday morning. So we're gonna go check it all out. I'm gonna try not to buy anything because I'm a sucker for them.
Within Caras Park, we also have Dragon Hollow. So if you have kids, this is definitely a place you're gonna wanna check out. It's a massive play area sprawling behind me, and it also has the crown jewel, a carousel. This whole thing was built in 9 days by 4,000 volunteers so that kids could have a place to come play right on the riverfront and kind of have a really cool view. So this is really cool, and it kind of shows the combined effort and the ability of the citizens. Right over my shoulder here is Brennan's Wave. So this is actually not a natural rapid, it's actually man-made. So you can use it for kayaking, surfing, that kind of stuff. So it's not super popular right now because A, it's really cold today, and B, the river is up, so it's not gonna be as serious as it normally would be. But if you come here on a normal day, it would be really fun to see people like surfing or kayaking or things like that. You could honestly probably get lost in watching them, but it looks like a really cool area if you're into that kind of stuff.
One last thing we wanted to mention about Caras Park is it's dog friendly, and they have tons of benches and green area for you to bring your family, your friends, have a picnic, read a book, anything you want. It's a great place to enjoy the nature right here in Missoula, as well as when you're in Caras Park, if you look right behind me, I don't think you can see it super well with the trees, there's a big M on the mountain, and that's the M Trail. That is a zigzag, I think there's like 11 switchbacks up to the top of the M. College students love it, a bunch of athletes love to go run it. It's a great way to get in shape. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it today. I think we have a different hike picked out, but if you come to Missoula, definitely go check it out.
On our way back from Caras Park, we actually stumbled across an art alley. If you guys have been following us, you know we love these things, and if you haven't, we love these things. So this is actually really cool. These are not pictures, by the way, in case you thought they were. These are actually paintings. This is incredibly talented. But this is an alley specifically designed for local artists and poets to come out and express themselves and stuff like that, which is really cool. And they're all hand-picked and hand-chosen. So it's not like you can just come here and do whatever. It's actually like a whole process, which is really cool. So you're getting like the best of the best here, which is really neat.
course it has to be coffee. So we stopped at the Black Coffee Roasting Company. This looks like an old airplane hangar. The inside space is amazing. They open like these big garage doors, and you can sit indoors or outdoors. It's a really awesome space, but they specialize in all organic coffees, and they try to do as much as they can for sustainability and not leaving a footprint. So I got a oat milk latte with hazelnut in it. Let's try it. It smells so good. Oh wow, that coffee, so I got the AM espresso in it. That is such a rich and smooth coffee mixed with the creamy oat milk and the hazelnut, super nutty. Wow, that is delicious. Highly recommend. I had to go back and get another. Now I'll have to stop too.
We got our second stop, Dog and Bicycle Bakery and Cafe. Yes, it's an interesting name, and no, I don't know why it's called that, but we are starving. Let's dig in. All right, guys, it's time for the review. Molls can start.
So I got something called the NYC. It's sourdough bread with bacon, American cheese, butter, and then I think that's it. You can get it with eggs, avocado. The avocado does cost like an extra $1 or something. You can kind of just make it however you want, but let's try it. That is so good. The bread is toasted to perfection. And then the bacon inside is it's crunchy, but not too crunchy. It has a very good pepper and salt seasoning on it. And that cheese, oh my gosh, it's so melty and gooey. 100% recommend. Wow. No.
It's like a bacon cheese toast.
Do you want to try it?
No, it's okay.
Okay, you can try yours.
All right, and then I got the D&B, which is named after Dog and Bicycle. But in here we got, let's see, eggs, bacon, what else is in here? Cheese.
Your aioli.
Yeah, I got aioli on the side. I've never had aioli, so give this a shot.
It's like if you don't know what aioli is, it's kind of like a mayo with different spices in it.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it a shot. So that's on here on the side. Is there anything else in here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But we're gonna give mine a shot too. I'm not having bacon and hash browns for once for breakfast. We can get a little bit of difference.
Ooh.
That is delicious. On the inside they have like the eggs, which again, like I said before, sometimes at restaurants eggs are hit and miss. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're not. These eggs are amazing. They're perfectly cooked. I like mine scrambled, so you get scrambled eggs on there. And then also the bacon is really good. There's some kind of seasoning in there that makes it a little spicy, gives it a little bit of a kick. It is delicious. I'm gonna just try with the aioli now.
Also, at Dog and Bicycle, you can sit outside with your pets. They actually have like a dog bowl. Or you can sit inside without them, and they have a really cool seating area.
All right, this is my first time ever trying aioli. You guys are getting an exclusive.
What do you think?
I have you pretty good. I think this is chipotle aioli.
Yeah.
So this is chipotle aioli. So it adds a little bit more spice to this. But this is actually really good. For some reason, I'm getting into sauces more lately. I don't know why. But this is actually really good. So if you get aioli, you can get it on the side. It's supposed to come on the burrito, but since I've never had it before, I didn't want to take a chance. So I got mine on the side, and I'm probably going to be making use of it because it is delicious. But yeah, so with all that said, excuse Mrs. Crying, we are going to dig in now. So in Missoula, there are two trails. One is the M Trail, one is the L Trail. Both are very popular. They're basically the same thing. There's a letter on a hill, and people want to go see it. So we want to do the M Trail today, but because of the marathon, the college is closed, so we couldn't go to the trailhead because that's where it starts. So we came over here to do the L Trail. L standing for loser because we can't do the M Trail. I'm just kidding. But we were super excited to get going, so let's go check it out. The L Trail is not the only trail that you're on, however, when you're starting out. You are actually still on the Mount Jumbo Trail. And what's really interesting is Missoula has once again another story of all of the citizens coming together. Mount Jumbo is actually going to be turned into like real estate development and things like that, but it would threaten the natural migration patterns of the elk herd that are here in Missoula. So the citizens banded together, raised money, and ended up saving the mountain from being a real estate development. You can actually still hike to the top of it from the L Trail if you choose. If it's really easy and you want to keep going, it's still a really fun place to go. Will we? I don't know, but I wanted to share that story with you. I thought it was really cool.
As you can see, I'm breathing heavy. Well, we're on an incline, so halfway up the trail it starts getting really steep. The first half isn't too bad, but this last half you definitely want to have some water and take some breaks, but we're almost there.
Moose panting, I apologize. We have made it to the top. The L is really cool. So we did one of these trails in Bozeman, but it was made of a bunch of rocks, so you can't really make it up when you're up here. But this is very clear, which is really cool, and the views are gorgeous up here. We love these kinds of hikes where you can look down over the city and into the mountains.
Was amazing. The views are honestly one of the better views I've seen in a long time. They're gorgeous. I thought this trail was pretty easy. Like I said earlier, the last half was a little bit hard. It's kind of going straight up, but it's over within a few minutes. So really easy. I think even little kids were climbing it. So this is a great family hike if you are in Missoula.
With our big hike of the day done, we are now going to head to the historical fort at Fort Missoula, and we're super excited to check it out. There's a bunch of history there, and we can't wait to share it with you guys. Let's go. We're going to start off with one of the oldest buildings still standing on the fort's premises, and that is the non-commissioned officers building right behind me. So when the fort first started, this is where the NCOs, the non-commissioned officers, would live. It was meant to hold 2 families, but then once World War II broke out, all of Fort Missoula became an internment camp. So Japanese Americans and Italian Americans were held here for the public safety. I'm not saying if I agree with that or not, but this is where they were kept. And then afterwards, it became a kind of a ghost town. The whole area did, and it was preserved by the Montana Ghost Town Society. Obviously, talking about internment camps is not fun, but it is history and it is important. And we are right by some of the buildings that they were housing Italian, Japanese, and some German, I don't know why my voice is laying down, nationalists. And this is really cool. This is actually a monument to the people who were held here. A lot of people who were held here were people who they thought, like I said before, were going to be threats to society or maybe some like secret agents. And so they were all held without trial, which is illegal. But because we were at a heightened sense of scaredness and fright, they just kind of got thrown under the rug. So this is kind of a little memorial to the people who were here that had to deal with all that stuff. And you can actually walk through some of these buildings and kind of see what it was like here. Some of those signs back there have some really cool pictures on them, like what life was like in here. But yeah, so this is really interesting, really cool part of history.
Fort Missoula is a free admission area where you can come and walk the grounds, go in and out of buildings if the doors are open, bring your pets along, but make sure you clean up after them. And it's just a really awesome place to get out in nature, but also learn the history. This place has been here longer than the state of Montana, so before the state was actually established, this fort was here, so that's really cool.
After leaving Fort Missoula, we were starving and were in need of a sandwich. So we ended up coming to Tagliere Delicatessen, where we got some amazing sandwiches that we cannot wait to show you guys. We wanted to let you know that we didn't even see all of Fort Missoula, so if you really want to go and get a really good walk-in, that's a good place to go. For our lunch stop, like I said, we came to Tagliere Delicatessen, and what's really cool is all of their sandwiches are named after some kind of rock group or rock person. So I got the Megadeth, which is a really awesome band, started by Dave Mustaine, who used to be the lead singer of Metallica, my favorite band. Enough of their band history. But so this is really cool. I'm super excited to try this. It's got pepperoncinis, ham. It's basically like pork, and then some pepperoncinis, which is like a pepper, as well as some kind of slaw, I don't know. But I got it because there's a quote that says, "Simply put, the Megadeth will make its way into everyone's pantheon of the greatest sandwiches they've ever had." So when you see a quote like that, you just have to have it, right? So I got it basically exactly as it comes, just to see how amazing it is. Alright, so like I said, this is stuff that I have never even had before, like a pepperoncini, never had. Slaw, never had. It's supposed to be pretty spicy. I just got a lick of whatever was on here, and it's pretty spicy. But let's give it a shot. That is in the pantheon, folks. That is delicious. So, like I said, it is a little spicy, but it is amazing. The slog is a really good, like, crunchy texture. I like my food to have a little bit of crunch in there, but it gives it such a good crunchy texture, as well as those pepperoncinis give it a little bit of that, like, hot flavor, which I love. And just all the pork, all the ham, the pepperonis, the salami, like all this stuff. It just creates an amazing sandwich. This is something that, like I said, and like the review said, if you come to Tagliere, this has definitely got to be a selection for you.
The sandwich I got, so I am not a fan of heavy metal bands or any of this, but the sandwich I got was from Queen, or that's the name of it, is Queen. It is turkey, bacon, there's some arugula, a balsamic, I think honey spread on top. It usually comes with like a walnut pesto, but I did not get that, so let's try it. That is very good. And there's provolone on it. I forgot to say that. Oh, wow. No, it's not provolone. It's hand stretched mozzarella, and you can taste the freshness of it. So the mozzarella is actually like 3/4 of the sandwich, or at least 1/4 of it to 1/3.
Wow, that is.
And that pairs so well with the fresh turkey, and the bacon just gives it the savoriness, and then that arugula brightens it up. This is a really good sandwich. I may not like Queen as a band, but I like the sandwich. We went to Mary's Mountain Cookies next for a sweet treat. We did not know the cookies were this big, and the lady was like, well, if you get like 4 or so, you can get 2 for free.
If you get 6, you get 2 free.
If you get 6, you can have 2 for free. And we already had 4, so for some reason we decided to get 6, so now we have 8 cookies. But we got 2 chocolate chips, a snickerdoodle, 2 huckleberry lemonades, a brownie, a peanut butter chocolate chip, and then the birthday cake, which is apparently the special. Oh my gosh, this looks so good, but we're gonna have to freeze some of these.
So we really wanted the huckleberry lemonade, so this will be the one that we try on camera because we can't do all of this today. We are so full from lunch. But this is what we're gonna try. I might take a bite right here in the middle, see if I can get the best of both worlds. Oh, and it's so good. It's got like a tanginess of the lemon, but the sweetness of the huckleberry, all in one bite.
After all of that food, all of that hiking and history and nature, it is time for us to move on to our next Montana destination. We just want to thank Discover Missoula so much for sponsoring this video and partnering with us. We had the best time here. Seriously, we've been here for a little bit and there is still so much to see. I don't even think we've skimmed the top, but we will be back. See you in the next one. Bye guys.